Hello, I'm Lester Lee and welcome back to Movies Now at SavannahNow.com. This week we're going to talk about Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, and Sex and the City 2.
And now for our feature presentation.
Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time is based on the very successful series of video games of the same name and stars Jake Gyllenhaal as Dastan. Now, of course, Jake Gyllenhaal is not Persian, so there's been some controversy over his alleged whitewashing of the role. And aside from that, we see Dastan, who was originally a relatively poor street merchant who has been adopted by the king of Persia after he showed valor in order to prevent the king's sons from fighting over the throne. Now, Dastan has made a very grave mistake that he regrets, which was releasing the Sands of Time, which have very destructive powers. So in order to prevent them from destroying cities, he tries to get the sands back into an hourglass. And part of doing so is using the Dagger of Time, which has power to move a bit back in time and change things and essentially change the past. Now, this movie doesn't have great ratings on Rotten Tomatoes and other sites. It has about a 51, but it did note that this is the highest rating any movie based on a video game has received. Now, don't confuse that with movies like Spider-Man and whatnot, because those were based off of comic books. This is also a Disney movie, and it's one of the very few Disney movies that have been rated PG-13. So if you enjoyed playing the video game and if you like Disney movies, go see Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time.
Dastan, where's the dagger?
You're welcome to search me for it. You'll have to be very thorough. It's time. We have to get out of here.
Sex and the City 2 is, of course, the sequel to Sex and the City, which was very successful, and they are both based on the wildly popular TV series of the same name, which has a huge following, including particularly Jennifer Menster, which is the wonderful woman who films this show, and is standing as we speak behind the camera, very excited, waiting the movie. Now, of course, Sex and the City 2 follows Carrie and the gang as they're dealing with the new curveballs that life has thrown them. For all except Samantha, this means married life, and, well, for Samantha, it means menopause. But when Samantha is approached by an Arab sheik to come over to Abu Dhabi and do a PR campaign for his firm, he also offers to pay for all of her friends to come on an all-expense-paid trip, so of course they come. Now, while over there, Carrie runs into Aiden, who I'm assured by Jennifer will be very exciting to Sex and the City faithfuls, and this is troubling because, of course, Carrie got married to Mr. Big. Now this, on top of the fact that the women don't really fit in with the conservative environment bred by Muslim countries, so this provides some comic relief. Now, if you're a big fan of Sex and the City, then you'll definitely want to go see this, and maybe you'll even see Jennifer at the theaters.
This is the best mirage that I've ever had.
What?
I'm talking like, I don't know, you come here, you.
Being a mother is hard. I needed a break.
We bump into each other halfway around the world? It means something.
I think you're playing with fire.
Something happened.
Deal ages ago. Man, babies, doesn't matter. We're soulmates.
Like Jasmine and Aladdin?
Yes, sweetie, but with cocktails.
Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time comes out Friday, May 28th, 2010, and Sex and the City 2 came out Thursday, May 27th, 2010. For local times and listings, go to savannahnow.com/do/moviesnow. Once again, I'm Lester Lee from Movies Now at savannahnow.com.